Hey everybody, welcome to my live. It's Lisabella from Lisabella, Mancello & Co. So over the next 3 days, I'm actually going to be doing the same live. Well, I've broken it up into 3 parts just because there's a lot of content and I don't want to overwhelm you. And it's actually the system I teach, the marketing system I teach to all my clients. Now, this is a system that honestly, my clients always get amazing results with. I've divided into 3 sections. So today we're going to look at the foundations. Tomorrow we're going to look at the funnel. And on Friday, we're going to look at the fireworks. Now, you can't go onto the funnel unless you've really got your foundation pat, like really perfect. And then you move to the funnel. You can't do the fireworks unless your funnel is perfect. I actually want to do a screen share, so I think it would be quite handy for you to see what I'm talking about. So just bear with me while I go into screen share. So here it is. This is the framework I use. I call it the Profitable Marketing Success Path because it basically is a path. It's taking you from A to B. So the 9 steps are the marketing steps I teach and what my clients use. And as I say, with tremendous success, it really helps my clients build a lot of impact, a lot of influence, and a lot of income in their businesses. And it's, you know, this doesn't have to take months to do. This can be done fairly quickly. So today, as I mentioned, we are going to look at the foundations, which is your avatar, your message and tribe, and your value ladder. These 3 components, they would probably fall under what I'd call the branding part of marketing, where you're actually branding your business. But it is so important because once you have these done beautifully, your marketing is so easy. If you don't know who your ideal client is, believe me, you are marketing to nobody. All your efforts are just being put out there and you are not attracting anybody. But as soon as you're speaking to one person, as soon as you know exactly who your ideal client is, it is so much easier to attract them. And then everything you do is for your ideal client. And the exact same thing can be said for your message, you know, the message you're putting out there. You've got to know who you're speaking to and what message you're putting out there. They've got to know about you and why you're a perfect fit for them. Without this, you're really wasting your time. And then again, obviously, same can be said for your products, you know, the products you make for your clients or the products you sell to your clients. Tomorrow we're going to have a look at your funnel, and once you have the foundation in place, then you know exactly, you know, who you're trying to attract, how you're going to engage them and how you're going to convert them to sales. So it is step by step. Once you have the first piece in place, step number 2 becomes so easy. It's then you know, it's just flowing nicely into each other. So tomorrow we're going to look at how to actually attract our ideal clients, how to engage with them, and how to convert them into those sales that we all want at the end of the day. But of course, it's a nice nurturing sequence. We don't want to just be selling, hard selling. That is yucky. We don't do that. It's really yucky. So you want to build a relationship, and believe me when I tell you, people won't buy from you unless they really know you, like you, and trust you. And then Friday, we're just going to touch on the fireworks, and that's traffic on demand, content conversion, and SEO. So these things I don't go too much into detail with because they need a little bit more coaching, but we will just touch on them just to show you how this is what I call the gasoline. Once you pour gasoline, you know, onto your funnel, you really explode your sales. But as I say, that does take a little more strategy. So let's just get started with the foundations now, why don't we? So I'd just like to stress that honestly, marketing is fun, and don't laugh. A lot of people don't believe me. It can be simple and it can be fun. I think we complicate it too much. We should just really keep things as simple as possible and just have a system that works. So the goal of marketing is obviously to attract ideal clients. And there's a good variety of ways to market, and we all seem to have our favorites. Even one tool such as social media is so diverse, and realistically we can't be doing everything, nor should we. Marketing gets us in front of our dreamy, ideal clients. It positions us as an expert in our field and showcases how we can help solve problems and generate sales. So how do you actually know what to do? So you do what you enjoy and be where your clients are hanging out. That's really important. You need to be where your ideal clients are. And to do that, you have to know who they are. It is so important for you to really understand who your ideal clients are. And what I will do is I've actually got a blog post that I will link to the comments once the live is finished. So if you need some more work on it, you can read the blog. It's got a very it's got a really good worksheet which helps you really pinpoint your ideal clients. You've got to really notice that people, have you noticed if somebody's post really speaks to you, it's as if they've just crawled in your mind and found out everything about you. And this is because you obviously their ideal client and they're speaking directly to you. And this is where you want your marketing to be. If you're trying to speak to everybody, you're just wasting your time, your energy, and your money. If a person is not interested in what you do, why would they even consider you? They wouldn't buy from you. So don't waste your time trying to get in front of them. Do you know how many people I speak to who have no idea who their ideal client is? And until you can really knuckle this one down, you're honestly leaving money on the table. As I mentioned earlier, not everybody is your ideal client, and that is fine. Our uniqueness should come through in our brand, and this is what really attracts our ideal client to us. These people are going to want to buy from you and pay your prices. And another thing is, it doesn't happen overnight, unfortunately. It takes time to gain momentum, so you have to be patient. But you will find that the more you're in front of your ideal client, the more you are attracting them. Let's have a look at your message. Now, your message really needs to come through your branding. It needs to be crystal clear, and it should come through everything you do as well. So do you have a strong message? Do you know what it is? Is it communicated through all your social media posts and all your blog posts, your videos, your lives, etc.? Like, do you share it every single chance you get? So again, unless you really nail this, your brand could come across as a bit wishy-washy and confusing, and you could be leaving money on the table, as your dream clients aren't really aware what you stand for, how you can help them, what you do. So your message should really be conveying this. And I can't stress enough, you have to know what problem you solve for your clients, and they have to know how you can help them, what you do. And again, often you will look at people's posts or websites and not really be sure exactly what it is that they do. You can't really pinpoint the exact thing they specialize in or how they're actually going to help you. So you really need to look at your branding when it comes to your website and all your posts, and I mean everything, you know, your lives, everything. Is your message coming across? Do people know straight away what huge problem they have and how you the solution, how you're going to help them solve this problem? Again, I often will compare this to a GP who you'll pay maybe $90, you know, for a one-off consultation, or a heart surgeon who you'll pay thousands upon thousands without even thinking twice for the service he'll provide, because it's so important for you to obviously, you know, get your heart fixed, because you'll die otherwise. So it's very important that they know exactly what your speciality is, and they need you. They really, really need your service, and they will pay whatever for your service because it's so specialized and you're going to help them so much. So I really urge you just to really be clear on this. And once you have the foundations in place, then it's work in progress. You know, your client avatar will change from time to time. You'll build on it. Your message will change as you develop it and grow it. You will become clearer on your speciality and you'll be communicating it more. Your posts will show it more. But as long as you have the foundations in place and just start working on that, look at your posts, look at your website, look at your blogs and your lives and everything you do, and see how you can tweak and improve so people are crystal clear what you do, who you serve, and how you can help them. And other people might be attracted to you, but at the moment, that is who you're wanting to attract. And again, once you're really clear who you're serving and how you're going to help them, then creating products to help them becomes easy because you know what they need and you'll be creating products. Now, there's a lot of sort of controversy, I suppose. Like a lot of business coaches will say, you know what, have one signature offer that costs $6,000, and others will say have a value ladder. Now, I'm inclined to believe or go with the thought of having a value ladder because it's very unlikely if somebody doesn't know you that they're going to give you $6,000, I promise you. But if you given them a fabulous freebie, like a really great freebie, and then they're buying a sort of a less priced item from you, you know, they'll spend $20 or $30, and then they will work up your value ladder when they get to know and love your work completely. The one thing I'm going to highly recommend is that your products interlink with each other to solve a problem. So, you know, you could have your less priced object just solving a little problem, just a little taster, and you know, the more they buy from you, the more the problem gets solved. Or so just make sure it all interlinks. If they're all over the place, it's not really going to make sense and it's probably just going to confuse them. So as I said, make sure that you're solving a huge problem, make sure your products link together, and this is what you call your value ladder. Again, there's no right or wrong answer to how many products you have, and you don't need many. Maybe your freebie, a very low ticket item which gives heaps of value so people really get to know your work, a mid-range and a high range. That again, that is completely up to you what your value ladder looks like. Okay, that's it for today. I've got a cheat sheet below, so it's actually got the 9-step cheat sheet, plus it's got a diagram making it much easier for you to visualize it. Download it. There is a link below. Okay guys, I hope that was handy. I hope you learned something from it. Don't forget to grab your cheat sheet below, and I will catch you tomorrow for the second part. This is really the fun part. It's the funnel. This is where we start really building our audience and start to make the sales. I will catch you then.